After over a decade of being a CrossFit coach and personal trainer, I ditched the gym for workouts at home. But even for a fitness instructor, working out alone can be tough. So I invite you to work out with me. Hey everyone, we've got a really fun workout for you today. We're combining an upper body exercise and cardio. Our upper body exercise is going to be our bent rows or our bent reverse flies, depending on the kinds of weights that you're using. And then our cardio is going to be jump rope. But if you don't have a jump rope, you can still do this workout. Don't worry. We're going to combine those exercises by doing 45 seconds at a time, 8 rounds. So the high intensity interval part of this workout is 12 minutes long. So what I need from you is grab that jump rope if you have one. Again, if you don't have one, no worries. We've got other options for your cardio that we'll practice today in the practice part of this video. And then grab some sort of weighted object. Today you're going to see me using a heavier kettlebell, and I'll just be using that one weighted object, and I'll switch my bent rows halfway through the 45 seconds. You can use one weighted object, you can use two. We're going to go over in the practice portion how to do that. If you have no idea what these exercises are, those how-to videos are popping up here in the corner of your screen. Give them a quick watch, then gather what you need, and let's head out to the garage and get warmed up. It's going to be a brief 3-minute warm-up today, 30 seconds of each exercise. And let's start out with foot rocking. So foot rocking means we're rocking back on our heels and then coming up on our toes. So whether we're doing real jump roping today or fake jump roping, we're going to be using those calf muscles and our foot muscles a lot. So we just want to get them warmed up and loosened up a little bit. Keep that foot rocking going here, about 10 more seconds. Back on the heels, up on the toes. 5 more seconds here, and then we're going to go into what I call a boxer shuffle. So we're taking our arms up in front of us like a boxer and just shuffling side to side. So this is getting those calf muscles working just a little bit. We're doing a light shuffle, landing on the balls of our feet, and then as we land, just gently letting our heels touch down each time. We're keeping our arms up in front of us, hands in front of our face like a good boxer. We've got 10 more seconds here. After this, we're going to be going to an alternating standing calf stretch. So let those arms down, one foot in front of the other, and then we're pushing that back heel back into the floor, leaning our hips forward, getting that stretch through our calf. But let's alternate it out here. So stepping the other foot back, again leaning forward, and then we're just going to keep alternating here. 10 more seconds. We'll get a few more calf stretches in, and then we're going back to our boxer shuffle. So again, hands up in front of us, just bobbing side to side, light little shuffle on our feet. This time though, we're gonna add in some arm jabs. So just punching forward. Doesn't have to be anything super coordinated. Doesn't have to be like on the beat of the music. I used to take kickboxing classes and I was awful. I am not coordinated at all, y'all. That's why I started doing my own workout videos. But we're just getting those jabs going forward, warming the arms up just a little bit. But from here, we can stop the feet and go into arm swings. Big arm swings forward and back, switching the arm that's on top each time. Our arms are about to work hard today in those bent rows or reverse flies, whichever one we decide to do. We want to really get those arms warmed up and loosened up here, ready for this workout that we've got coming today. We're almost finished with this quick warm up. 5 more seconds here, and then we're going to do a little bit more of that boxer shuffle with the arm jabs. Here we go. Back to that shuffle, and then just throw in those jabs wherever you can. Maybe they're faster than mine, whatever, doesn't matter. Like I said, coordination, not my thing. That's why I just work out in my garage and record it and put it on YouTube for you. Keep those jabs going, keep the feet moving. This is our super uncoordinated warm up. Thank God we're all doing this in the privacy of our own homes. Am I right? 5 more seconds here. Excellent. Let's practice those movements. You've got your jump rope, or not, you can always do your fake jump rope, and you've got your 1 heavy weight or 2 heavy weights or 2 light weights. You've got your weights for the bent exercise. So let's practice. Let's make sure we've got our form absolutely perfect for today's movements. We're starting out with that bent row or reverse fly movement. So depending on what you're using, the movement can look a little bit different, but it all starts out with the same foundational setup. So do this with me. Feet about shoulder width apart. Then we're bending our knees and pushing our butts back, pulling our abs in strong so that our spines are flat like a tabletop. If we have heavy objects, maybe two or one heavy object like I'm going to be doing in today's workout, then we are going to be doing a bent row. So we're squeezing our shoulder blades, squeezing our elbow up toward the ceiling. And again, you can do this with one object like I'll be doing, and I will tell you when halfway is each time we're at this interval so that you can switch. Or if you have two heavy objects, then you'll have one in each hand and you'll just do that bent row the entire 45-second block. Okay, stand up, shake it out for a second. Now let's practice that again. So again, feet shoulder width apart, abs pulled in strong, bend the knees, take a bow, pushing your butt back. So if you've got those lighter objects, maybe cans from your pantry, bottles of water, whatever, you're gonna be doing a reverse fly. Slight bend in the knees, and then we're taking those arms out wide to the side, squeezing our shoulder blades together. If you're really in a pinch, you're trying to get this done in your hotel room, at work, something like that, and you only have one light object, you can still do this reverse fly, one arm at a time. And again, I'm gonna be telling you when to switch at the halfway point. So you'll do half of the 45 seconds on one arm, half on the other. Our second movement in today's workout is that jump rope jump or your pretend jump rope jump. So let's try this together. We're doing just a light little 2-foot hop. If you have a jump rope in your hand, it might look a little bit different for you. So some people's jump, they put a little bit of jump. I can't even do a little jump in the middle. But if you have that little extra hop in the center, that's okay. You're still gonna get a great workout. Maybe you're somebody that kind of shuffles side to side on foot to foot, or maybe you can do double unders. Whatever type of jumping you're doing with your jump rope, awesome. And then if you don't have a jump rope and you're doing those pretend jump ropes, you can still pretend and mix it up. So maybe you start out jumping 2 feet at a time. Maybe you go big jump, little jump, big jump, little jump. Maybe you kind of shuffle side to side. And then you can pretend that you're doing double unders and just do really big explosive jumps. That is really gonna work your calves and get your heart rate going. Feel free to mix it up as much as you want within the intervals and throughout the 8 rounds. Pretty straightforward today, so let's get going. We're starting in 10 seconds. First thing is gonna be that 45 seconds of rows. We're going in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Take a bow, push your butt back, squeeze your shoulder blades. If you're doing those bent rows, we're pulling the elbows up toward the ceiling. If you're doing those flies, we're squeezing our shoulder blades as we bring our arms out wide to the side. Either way, we have abs pulled in strong. And switch hands if you're only using one object. Three, 2, 1, and set the weight down, grab your jump rope or start doing your pretend jump rope jumps. And even if you trip up while you're doing your jump rope, just regroup and keep going. Good, and back to those bent rows. I don't know if y'all noticed, I tripped up like 3 times in that jump rope set there. Nobody's perfect, but you just regroup, you keep going, keep the heart rate up, keep moving. We're all gonna get an awesome workout no matter how many times we trip up on our jump rope. And switch sides if you're using that one weighted object. Good, back to the jump rope. Pick up that weight. And we are 2 rounds in this 8-round workout. Quarter of the way through, we're just getting started with this fun. Put a smile on your face. I know you're feeling good. Come on. And switch hands if you need to. Let's jump. All right, let's pick up that weight. So remember, when we're in this bent position, we're pushing our butts back. Our shins are perpendicular to the floor. We don't want our knees pushing out forward. We want our knees stacked over our ankles. By really pushing our butts back, that makes our hamstrings support our bodies as opposed to putting strain on our knees. Switch those hands. If you're just using one object, we're in the other hands now. We're pulling our belly buttons in and up, pushing our butts back. If you're doing this right, those hamstrings, those muscles here in the backs of the legs, lower back, core, should be really feeling it. But it's time to switch it up. Grab that jump rope. Good, back to your bent rows or reverse flat. And we are officially halfway through this workout. You are doing awesome. That last set of jump rope was the first time that I haven't tripped up in this whole workout. That's some high pressure when you look down and there's still about 20 seconds left and you haven't tripped up yet. Go ahead and switch arms. Jump rope seems like one of those things that the more you concentrate on it, the more you're gonna trip up. And the more you could just let your mind wander and not overthink it, the better you're gonna do. Three, two, one. Back to the jump rope. Remember, no overthinking. All right, back to those bent rows. Grab that weight. Let's get going. Switch arms if you need to. Back to that jump rope. We're a quarter of the way through this workout. We only have 2 rounds left. Let's get to those bent rows or reverse flies. Keep working hard here and keep the form impeccable. Knees back, hamstrings are burning, abs are in strong. If you need to switch hands, switch hands. All right, here we go. Time to start jumping. We are into our last round. Grab that weight. Here we go. Start moving. Switch hands if you need to. Last set of jumps. Time is up. Whoo! Excellent work. I don't know about you, but my back is burning. Excellent work. Good job. Proud of you. Thank you for sticking with me on that one. We have a little stretch coming up right now. let's enjoy some stretch time. We're gonna start out in a downward facing dog. So we're taking our hands and our knees to the mat. We're tucking our toes. We're lifting our hips up, creating an upside down V with our bodies. And now our heels don't need to touch the mat, but they should be reaching toward the mat. And in doing this, we should feel a really nice stretch through the backs of our legs. And then here to intensify that stretch in our calves, I want you to bend your left knee. So now we're pressing that right heel even closer to the floor. Again, it still might not touch, but we should feel that really nice stretch all through the back of our right leg and especially in that right calf. And then go ahead and switch it for me. So now we're bending that right knee. We're pressing our left heel even closer to the floor. And let's switch back. So again, bending the left knee, pressing that right heel toward the floor. And again, switch it out for me. So bending that right knee, pressing the left heel toward the floor. Good. And then dropping our knees down to the mat, we are going to come to a stretch for those muscles in the back of our shoulders. This is called thread the needle. So from all fours, we're taking our left hand, threading it through, lowering down all the way until our head and our shoulder are rested here in the mat. So we should be feeling this stretch between our shoulder blades, those muscles that worked really hard during those bent rows. Those are the muscles that we are stretching out right now. So we're relaxing that left shoulder down in the mat, relaxing our head and neck, breathing here. And if we need to intensify the stretch, we can think about pushing our left hip over to the side, just really intensifying that twist a little bit more. But we should be relaxed down here, taking deep breaths, feeling that stretch through our shoulder blades. Those muscles deserve it. They worked really hard today. And then to switch, we're pressing that right hand down into the mat, coming back up through all fours, and we're just gonna switch it out. So we're threading that right arm through, lowering down all the way until our right ear and right shoulder are rested down in the mat. And again, if we need to intensify the stretch, we can think about pushing our right hip over to the right side. And as we take deep breaths here, we're thinking about expanding our lungs backwards, really filling that space between our shoulder blades and just enjoying this stretch here. And then we'll press that left hand into the mat, press ourselves back up onto all fours. And I want us to just cross our ankles. We're gonna come all the way over to a seated position and take both legs long out in front of us. Coming to a forward fold, we're just letting our bodies melt forward here into this seated forward fold. So in our workout today, our hamstrings and our back worked really hard to keep us in that good form position for our bent rows or our bent flies. And we're gonna give them a little relaxation here in our seated forward fold. So do what is most comfortable for you here. If we need to have a slight bend in the knees, we can, okay? So the knees don't have to be straight. It's whatever feels best for you. We can let our backs round off. We can let our head and neck rest down. If we're really tight in the hamstrings and you might be somewhere up here like this and you need to have your hands behind you, kind of pushing your torso forward, that is totally fine too. Remember, our stretches all look different from each other because we are all different, beautiful people. So if your stretch doesn't look quite like mine does, that's okay. As long as you're feeling it in those target areas, which for right now is our hamstrings along the backs of our legs here and our lower back. Let's hang out here for about 20 more seconds. And then we'll ease ourselves back up to our seated position, and that will do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me in this cardio and upper body workout. If you can think of a friend who might enjoy this workout, send it their way. I also love those thumbs up. I love your comments, and I will see you next time.